The neck of this dog is being damaged by strong coil attached to his neck. His skin and subcutaneous tissue has already been damaged. Now his deep muscles are in danger. The coil on his neck has been there for months, eating up his muscles. If it remains for a few more weeks, his trapezius muscle, which connects his head with his backbone, will be damaged and will not be able to hold his neck upright. Removing the coil is a very painful process, so the dog has been screaming before receiving anti-pain. After few attempts, the coil has been removed successfully, but the damage on his neck is now more than I expected. His superficial muscle and tissue has been eaten up, not only by the coil but also by maggots and parasites. His wound smells really bad since the maggots produce enzymes which they use to eat up his healthy tissue. Let's see how maggots can go deep to the tissue of dogs. They can damage his tissues and muscles without even being noticed. Unless his tissue is squeezed like this and examined properly. Removing the maggots seems an easy process, but it's harder than it looks, since they can go deep into his tissues with the help of their enzyme. It requires multiple attempts to remove the maggots totally. And even if we could remove them after deep squeezing techniques, we should be sure that the underlying organs are not affected, such as liver and lungs. If the maggots are too many, they can affect different organs of the dog. In addition, it's much better if we initially use topical antibiotics to kill the maggots, so that it will be easy to use tweezers to remove the maggots. Then it's also better to use oral antibiotics. Sometimes it may be required to use surgery, if we suspect the maggots are deep into his muscles and organs, but it requires veterinary surgeon, as the tissues, muscles and organs could be very delicate and sensitive. After the coil is removed and after the wound has been cleaned with local antibiotic, the wound is covered with sterile gauze to protect further infection of the wound. In order to prevent low blood pressure, which can be caused by severe maggot infection, intravenous fluid with anti-pain and antibiotic is given to this poor dog. Once the pain is gone, this dog built trust on those people and felt comfortable enough being with them. After several months, he slept his first painless good night sleep. The next morning, he start drinking milk and become active. After 2 weeks, his muscles and tissues start healing itself. After this daily wound care with antibiotic, anti-pain and gauze protection continued for a few weeks until the wound is healed completely. Finally, this poor dog recovered from this very fatal coil injury, after a few weeks of treatment. His skin is closed and healed completely. Let's compare this to his first day. This was during first day. Thanks to those good-hearted human beings. Now this dog is healthy and happy. Thanks for watching.